Hello everyone. In this video, this is part 2 of the ieee robot body. I will be looking at the bottom view and I will be putting in detail A on both sides of the robot. So we're going to need sheet 3 for this. We're also going to need sheet 6 because sheet 6 gives us the whole schedule that we're going to need. Okay, looking at sheet 3, it says that we already have a wall that is 3/32 of an inch. But back here, it says that our wall should be 1/8 of an inch. And then we have some additional parameters that we need to put in. So I am going to look at the bottom of the robot. And I'm going to zoom in, select that face, and I want to sketch on that face. So I'm going to view normal to, I actually want to zoom to fit. And then what we're going to do, this is our convert tool. So we want to convert this face, and I'll probably use that as well, so that we can make sure that the actual material we can transfer over to this part of the sketch. So I'll release my tools and I'm going to just draw an L shape here, and then we'll dimension that in a moment. So what I don't want to forget is to draw a horizontal construction line right through that origin, because what I want to do is whatever I do here, I want to make sure that is going to be mirrored. So let me make sure that is horizontal, and it is. I'll zoom in. So let's go ahead and grab some dimensions. Here it says that from the left side to the right side, that should be 7/16 of an inch. Okay, so let's go ahead and put that in. Okay, and let's see. We need to make this 1/8 of an inch. Oops. All right, so I'm going to clean this up a little bit. All right. Also here, you see that we have a fillet, this rounded edge right there. Let me zoom in a little so we can see this detail. Okay, we have this fillet right there, and then we also have this hole. Okay, so I'll put in the fillet and I'll also put in a circle, and then I need to look to see what the label is for that circle. I believe it's on sheet 6. Okay, so our fillet says that that should be 3/16 of an inch in radius. That's going to be the radius. So I'll go ahead and put that in. This is our fillet tool. I'm going to click on that corner right there. The default right here is 0.25, but this says that it should be 3/16 of an inch. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to undo what I just did so that I can show you another way to put in that fillet. Because sometimes students have an issue when they go to try to put in a fillet using just that corner. So I'll choose my sketch fillet tool. And then this time I'm going to select those lines and it will put in that fillet for me. Okay, let me move that out of the way. And now I'm going to make a center point circle. And I use the center of that arc right there. I'm going to look at sheet 6. Sheet 6 says that that hole right there is going to be labeled D. So I'm going to come to my hole schedule, and here it says that I have two holes that are 13/64 inch in diameter, and they are 3/4 of an inch deep. So, okay, so that is 13/64. And now all we have to do is we have to make sure that that is duplicated on the other side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select my horizontal construction line, and then this is my mirror tool. So what I just put in, I want to mirror all of that. So I'm going to mirror my circle. I'm going to mirror these lines, my arc, and then I'll zoom out and you can see that everything is there. And once we have that, we can go ahead and save it. Now, this time I am going to select the material. I'm also going to select that hole. Before, when I did this with my students, I didn't select the hole, but I'm going to do this just a little bit differently, because instead of adding material and then creating a new sketch just for the holes, I'm going to add this material and then I'll take the material away from the holes. So I have this material selected. I'm going to go to my extrude. And this time I don't want a blind extrusion. I want to go up to next. So that's going to put in the material and I'm going to, it's going to put in the material up to this face right there. Okay, and that includes the material for the hose itself. I'll choose okay, and you can see that right there. Okay, and I want to show the student something else. Here, we should only have one part, but the software is kind of tricky. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select all three of those parts. And I'm going to use my union tool. Here's union, and then this allows me to make a union out of all of those parts. It's just going to be one part, and then I select OK. All right, so let's see if we can see sketch 2. I'm going to view normal 2. I want to, can I show it? Okay, so I want to create a sketch on sketch 2. So I'm going to go ahead and select that, and then I create a new sketch. And this time I'm going to use that circle and that circle. And my circles are already defined, so I just select OK. And now what I want to do is I'm going to select those circles again. Let me zoom to fit. I'm going to select those circles again, and this time I'm going to extrude. And I want to do a removal. So I'm going to choose remove. Okay, well, how much do I want to remove? The whole schedule says 3/4 of an inch. So let me take a look at my isometric view to make sure that this is going to look the way that I want, and choose OK. So when I zoom in, you can see that that material is removed. And that is it for this video. If there are any questions, please let me know.